Swipe Up, episode 233, the podcast where I share my unfiltered thoughts on the latest news and entertainment updates. I'm your host, Ray Taylor. Trump faces around 24 counts, including felonies. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has been indicted in the Manhattan grand jury for his personal, political, and business dealings with the exact nature of the charges being unclear, as the indictment remains sealed. The charges relate to payments made to silence claims of extramarital sexual encounters during the 2016 presidential campaign. Prosecutors are working to coordinate Trump's surrender, which could happen by the time this could have already happened by the time this comes out. But it's unclear whether they intend to seek prison time if he is convicted. I'm not holding my breath. The fact that he's indicted on anything is like, it's nice. I hope he should be in a cage. It shouldn't matter what job you have or how much money you say you have. Nobody should be above the law, right? Same thing with when Brett Favre stole all that money from poor people in one of the poorest states, right? He should have been treated as if he was a poor black man who stole that amount of money, which would have meant he would have been thrown in prison for a long time. I think people who have that extra amount of persuasion and power in this country should receive the maximum punishment for their crimes. Police who murder should receive the maximum punishment for their crimes, right? Politicians who break the law should receive the maximum penalty for their crimes. Instead of like, oh, he's famous, he's rich, he's whatever, we can't do this to him, he's like too important, whatever. It's stupid. This marks, however, the first time an indictment against a former president has happened. Trump has denied any wrongdoing, obviously, calling the indictment a political persecution and predict it would damage Democrats in 2024. Maybe. I mean, he's going to say anybody that actually believes anything Trump says is absolutely ridiculous. The fact that he is a billionaire, supposed to be the successful person, but begs for money for people to pay for his legal fees it's like just shows how absolutely stupid these people are. They literally will believe in socialism in order to fund the political, the legal fees of a billionaire. They're fine with socialism for billionaires paying their legal fees, but not about normal people getting health care or schools or anything, or getting paid enough money. But like, we should really do everything, come together, pool our money for this poor little billionaire that's literally committed his entire life. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office has confirmed the indictment and has reached out to Trump's defense team to coordinate a surrender. Trump is likely to turn himself in on Tuesday. We'll see whatever happens with that. It maybe has happened already. District Attorney Alvin District Attorney Alvin Bragg did not comment on the indictment. The case focuses on allegations against Trump in the 2016 concerning payments to porn star Stormy Daniels and former Playboy model Karen McDougal, who he feared would go public with claims of extramarital sexual encounters. The indictment, family values. Trump, family values. The indictment set up another never-before-seen spectacle of former president having his fingerprints and mugshot taken and then facing arraignment. Love it. I can't wait for that to happen. Of course, all of the Trump simps are going to guaranteed they're going to worship him even more because they're gonna think he's some kind of gangster. They're gonna have merch with his mugshot on it. Would not be surprised if Joe Rogan, who's clearly a massive conservative these days, who also has a collection of mugshots in his studio, would have a Trump mugshot because, of course, he would love that as well. But I hope he ends up in a cage. I'm never gonna hold my breath. The fact that he's indicted is kind of crazy, but he shouldn't. He's not a good man. He's a horrible person. on so many levels. And would love to see the end result of this to be him being the first U.S. president, former U.S. president, to be locked in prison. Would love to see that.
New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on YouTube and everywhere our podcasts are found. Binge the full week over at inspireddisorder.com/plus. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!
Today is the day where you wake up and you realize that everything that you've been dreaming about, everything that you've been wanting, every goal and wish and hope that you've ever had can become real. Dreams can come true. What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.